things on how to be a landscaper is that when you finish the project, it's so important to ensure that you clean up after. If you don't, you're going to let yourself down, and you're going to let your client down, and you're going to let the neighbours down. And it's so important to get it right, because if you don't, you're going to get in a mess. It's going to give you bad reputation because you've done a fantastic job around the back. It's all looking good, absolutely spot on. Client's over the moon with it, and you've left a mess outside. Get it clean. Well, we talked about skill sets and how to be a landscaper, and skill sets being able to work with wood, and multiple disciplines in wood in itself. Being able to lay paving, different types of paving, different applications, stonework, planting, okay, and your skill set of being able to deal with clients and do your book work and all that. But one of the biggest things when you're working outdoors is doing the daily grind, and without doubt, if you can do this, you can do anything. But remember, don't whinge about it, because lollipop ladies work in the wet. Well, just by turning up today, the client's going to be over the moon with that, because he knows that we've turned up here in the rain, and he knows that we're conscientious. But he'll also know that we're conscientious because we've sheeted up. So we've decided we need to box clever, okay? We need to landscape clever, okay? It's no good being silly and making a mess, all right? So we can't get on anymore, okay? We've resigned ourselves to the fact now. Now, what that allows us to do now is to go back to the office, or go and do some tool repairs, or go and do some social media. But we're here, we're doing it, and we're out here. We're not just sat on our laurels in the living room watching the rain outside with the fire on. We're out doing it. And you need to think about that before you go down that route of being a landscaper. We're talking about skill sets, and we're talking about stonework, brickwork, paving, tarmacking, curbing. There's so many facets to a landscaper, and one of the most important facets is being able to grind things out. I've been awake all night, not worrying, but just going through the thought process of how I'm going to do things, and I've solved it. And as a result of that, I feel fresh in my mind. So the things you have to consider is that when you're being a landscaper, you're going to have some restless nights. We're talking about skill sets, and just a quick reminder, whether you're able to do the stonework, the curbing, the paving, the block paving, the wet lay, doing the fencing, and you've got to go have all these skill sets in place. But there are certain skill sets that you can't be trained in, and one of the skill sets is that when you have a problem or an issue, or a client will raise a concern, okay, you've got to have the ability to put that to one side until it needs to be addressed, okay? You put it in that box and you just put it out the way. For example, we have not a problem, client has raised a concern about a step, and the way my mind thinks, years ago I'd worry about that, but they're going to see me Wednesday, and they're happy with things so far now. So what we need to do is just put that to one side, don't worry about it, and concentrate on the tasks in hand. That's what you need to do, and you need to start training yourself. Nobody can train you for that. You can't go to college and get that training. You have to do it yourself.